just off of Centennial Olympic Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hi, Bird.
They'll come out in the pistol. Walker, the tight end, in motion.
What the fuck happened to this boy? This is hyper boy.
No gain on the play there. Second down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year. Well, they're only a year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Brady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15 and a half, and also had 6 forced fumbles.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In motion left is right.
I'm at 35 health already, bro. Are you kidding me?
They go back to Murray on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Walker will be 33 when the season starts in 2017. Murray fighting, lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
What happened?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Oh, hell no. I'm leaving, bro.
End zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the big tight end shifting around.
Hey, Jig, your juice.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Oh, my bad. Earlier, I had to go get some PSN Plus.
But still, a good first touchdown run. That's what
I ain't even know I was out until I tried to come to the park.
4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as you play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough,
what's good?
That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Yo, Juice was good.
On the opening drive of the game, and
You tell me,
Falcons
boy.
will take control of the football.
Should have seen broadcasting my game, bro.
I see.
And a great
Look,
spot
I
to
ain't gonna know how
start
to
this
get to learn how to
drive.
broadcast.
Huh?
See, he don't know how to act now, he to learn how to broadcast.
It was like my second one I did.
Look at me.
He's going to get the football. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a
I'll be right
primary
back.
receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll bring up third down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Jason McCourty's twin brother, Devin, has gone to multiple Super Bowls. But Jason's carving out a nice niche himself as a cover corner.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On third down, rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack result.
Nothing nigga, you think I'm the shit. Check on my neck, check on my wrist. I respect him. You get up here. I'm getting rich.
How did I not know you were going to do that?
You think I'm the shit. And when I was broke, I'm getting rich.
Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 64 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. Doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Nothing nigga, you get that
Decision
shit.
to bring it out proved somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I said every day with it. Every day with it.
On fourth didn't get it. They're lucky though, because no points against the team on the board. We'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
And say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On first down, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think
the
I like what you
gas.
said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call.
Hope I don't
But in this case,
crash.
when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So make sure I have this right. He's already
yesterday.
found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Second down run for Murray.
I laughed once. Shit. Came out 3 times.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker.
Oh my God, he's looking.
Because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, "Boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people."
Good run there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big-time run right there. And right now, he is in a groove. He is locked in, and all he wants is the football. But it's not just him. He's locked in really well with his offensive line. They're motivated now to continue to fire out and find some gaps and some creases for him to run in. And guess what? If he continues to do this, they can take and traverse it all the way downfield because he wants to finish in the end zone.
A strong running. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And he locates Walker, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. Third and goal from the 1. Now they'll run. Murray. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does. And I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
And the lead is up to 5.
You looked over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's robbery.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense,
blitz coming and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the 2 of the 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player. But that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mariota on first down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota, that's complete to Sharp. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me...
I'm just letting you know this game is being broadcasted, nigga, and you suck.
Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016
Everybody
in Atlanta,
can see
the
your
most
ass
catches for
live
himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan going up top. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Quit sucking titties, bitch, nigga.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Here's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Nice pick.
But
you ain't going to score, bitch.
Back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Murray. And some room to work. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise, you're still playing back on your...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Fuck you.
Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations, because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now they're in the hurry up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The left side completion to Jones. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Ryan. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
This time Ryan will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And quickly, they get to the line. Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward. He
was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield, and it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run it with Murray. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 35 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
A little seesaw battle, right? Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Oh, you got a mic, huh? Plug it in the 4th quarter, huh?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense.
About this game being
broadcasted,
to take
over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Freeman takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Nice pick, bro.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
That was a huge
they'll just
pick,
simply
too.
be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll throw on first. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race.
Ain't that some bullshit?
Bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for
That's
the
what it looked like
Titans.
to me.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he'll bang that one through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Now Ryan on first down. And incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and
he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great lead, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I swear to God, I play like the Blazers, bro. Fourth quarter, give me that.
Take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is Murray. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Bullshit.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
I'm back at this point, being 3 scores down. I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And that might be
Man, I swear to you, bro.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Mariota. Time for a break. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing here, Mariota. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Mariota. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Okay, I'm giving credit and then some on this call. When it's fourth and that many, you know that 99% of the coaches are throwing the football. In this case, though, they figured the defense was playing the pass, took a chance, ran the ball, and picked up the first down.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Mariota from the gun on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of
Good
him.
shit, bro. Good shit.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. first and 10. It's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good shit.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.
What's good?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Zeus, you here, Nick?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Crack it on Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king. 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Woodley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott on first down, and this one complete to Witten over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time.
666, you got a mic, bro? This game is being broadcast.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man.
Fucking. Yeah, this nigga's about to get smoked.
Ignition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after.
Hey, 666, you got a
And if
mic?
this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Oh,
He
nice
faked him with a
move.
juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big
Put your
play
headset
the
on,
screen
nigga. I know you
pass.
got one.
31 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
You there? So you plug your
Completed
headset
pass
in.
play. Now let's see if they go back to the
Now
air
you're
or to
gonna
the
stop, you're
ground.
gonna stay on mute the whole game.
Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. Defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Here they are, the starting 11. And you were telling me before the game, taking this from your knowledge bank, that if they need to improve anywhere in 2017, maybe in the secondary. Is that right?
I think you're right on that one because I think they're very happy with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod down the middle as the safeties, but they'd love to make an upgrade on the corner position because if you're playing in the NFC East, there's some guys who go out and get the football. And I think up front, they're looking for a bigger year from Fletcher Cox. He's their bell cow on defense, a defensive tackle, defensive end. They need to have that all-pro season from him again in 2017.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. One receiver left, two to the right. Wentz now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And it's second down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at cornerback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return will stop right around the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Leotis McKelvin. They told us repeatedly earlier
Give
in
me
the week
that
in
ball
our
back.
meetings, we need
666,
some plays
you ain't
from
going
defense here
nowhere.
on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, fuck.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side.
Good.
And he
Good.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Yo. You got lucky, bro.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. So bad mistake there by the kicker.
I haven't played this game for almost 2 months, and this is my last second game. So.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Wow, my shit is lagged out. Motherfucker.
Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
My shit's, bro, you're lucky,
touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it
I'm
away.
glad the shit's being broadcasted so now people can see what I'm talking about.
Kick,
My
taking
shit
it to 14
glitching
here.
out all the time.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good
If I do a perfect kick, it jumps ahead like back up towards the green.
And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down now after the pass completion. So they're on that play offensively. They ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle,
what the fuck?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss
dude
of
behind
4,
his
and
neck.
it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And Beasley with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Down here at about the 40.
Hit stuck his ass.
They want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously, such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it.
He's one of the easiest ones to take out.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Elliott. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted.
Let's go, right? Let's go.
McLeod. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Third down here.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Room here to run. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a second. He has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does he fit in to the Eagles' offense going forward?
That's going to be an interesting question that has to be answered by Philadelphia, by Doug Peterson, their head coach, because he was truly their lead running back until a fumble at Detroit. I think that changed things for him. A crucial one down the stretch. Philadelphia ended up losing the game. When he takes care of the football, he's a hard-hitting, aggressive inside runner who can set a tone for a team. But if he doesn't take care of the ball, that gives an opportunity for someone else to come in and become the lead runner for Philadelphia.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second
all the way out
starting to heat up a little bit.
Mess with
You
it.
feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
You're going to get hella good field advantage the whole game, bro, because my kicks are really fucked up right now for some reason.
Out now come the Cowboys. And 2 interceptions already here in this
you'll be
first
getting good
half.
field. I don't know why it does that.
Him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. A glance back at 2016 for Des Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Des had?
Well, remember, it started with Des injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Can you grab me a beer too, bro?
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 4th and 4. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Oh!
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty
That's the
possession.
Cowboys for you,
Everything looked
folks.
okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Portland.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Matthews unable to hang on, and it's 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
And I used to go to the Hershey factory a lot when I was a kid.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy
telling
upright
you,
when
bro.
he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those
feel
big
my
bad
pain.
guys
It's
on
rough,
the defensive
bro.
front,
Rough.
it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the
Oh,
quarterback
yeah, I didn't have to
and
go
knocking
through
him
that.
into an incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, no, that's not good.
And we're down to 8 seconds now. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared.
That's not
Ordinarily,
good.
when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A final shot before half for Wentz. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Byron Jones. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Schools. Yeah. He's still got a little bit of power.
And we'll get going
They got a
again here
cut.
in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, yeah, the barn. I just seen this dude. I forgot about him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And with 3
he's not, he's all right. He ain't something
already,
fierce, but he's better than what we have.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
Oh, Zach.
One incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable.
No, this is gay. I just double tapped X so fast. What, babe?
But he didn't on that play.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game.
I took my girl to the Cowboys-Seahawks game, I felt like 2 years ago.
Look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy,
he's going to be a fucking
turns
announcer
over
or something
with
now.
football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
He always be getting hurt too all the time.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
Man, you look at my beard like I asked him,
isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
My dog is not going to take all the bet. He's already got 5 quarters of this shit.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Let's go. A second down throw for Prescott.
What the fuck is that pass?
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to do.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Gotta go down without one of those weird throws
Nigel
potentially.
Bradham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth
Take the
down.
field.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here.
You can make this
It'll be
shit.
a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Then it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I ran like 8 or 9 back.
Gets set to head back onto the field.
It's hard. You got to go left and right. You got to get them all blocked, and then you can go up the middle a lot of times. The key is to go left and then cut right, or go right and then cut left.
Sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
yeah, this one came out and it made it a million times harder to do, bro.
I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there.
Zach Ertz is hard to stop, bro.
Right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. What?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Wentz looking to throw on. And
what the fuck?
Another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Bro, my dude didn't even spin.
Sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost.
He just kept running. What an idiot.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fuck that.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, wow, I took my eyes off the quarterback like a fucking idiot.
Terrell McClain in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on. Now 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Donnie Jones now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, my shit jumps.
And
So
now
gay.
a low liner. I think he mishit it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Weak ass shit, nigga.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are
Hey, you got a headset, bro? This game is being broadcasted, so if you got a headset, put it on and don't play weak, play strong.
And AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, man.
When you got a headset, you don't even plug it in, guaranteed you got one. It makes it even worse.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Still on his feet. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
$10 yards to go on third. On third down, it's Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And fourth down coming up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Sproles, the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles take possession. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go!
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here's Wentz to throw, and it's caught by Saleh. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And complete to Zach Ertz. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The 20, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll be 1st down Cowboys. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
This is Elliott, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Wentz. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, 49 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own
Man, you weak,
territory,
nigga. You ain't even got a headset.
They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You a weak-ass nigga.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz yards. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Prescott on first down. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go.
Prescott from the gun on third. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because interception of the contest.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Detroit. No. Jack Patrick.
Again, it's Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leonis McKelvin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
So that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Throwing now is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 21 yards away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense.
This motherfucker better not quit the game. Ah, you bitch. Nigga. Yeah.